Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to Mindustry with LD7, and we are picking pretty much where we left off. I went ahead and advanced the time so they'd send the Wave 2 enemy or whatever. But yeah, so we're still on the first level. Kind of my goal whenever I play a new map or whatever, I try to hit the max wave that I'm going to need to reach. So like this one we have to hit wave 20 in order to you know, unlock all the next levels and that kind of stuff. So we're going to sit here and basically try to get to wave 20. We might actually try to branch out and get a little bit of lead, just because it does help you unlock more stuff, more or less. So what we need to do is kind of figure out, I mean, this is lead here, so we could set something up with this copper to kind of protect. So I think I'll do that. I'm just going to clear out these rocks because I'm going to want to put conveyors. Yeah, so we'll let these guys kind of advance and show you how these turrets work. And while we're waiting, let's go ahead. If you click on the belts, you can actually collect the resources off of them by left-clicking, so like that. So that's how you do that. So if you have a full belt and you want to like clear it off or whatever, you can pick them up and then you can put, if it goes in the core, you can put it in the core, or you can feed the machine, whatever it may be. So yeah, we've got that. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of push forward a little bit and try to get this lead unlocked, because on the research trees, kind of the way this works, you have to have all the resources required in order to build the item, or unlock the item, whatever. So yeah, lead is typically one of those resources if you want to kind of advance. So we are going to try to gather a little bit. Since we're only on wave 4, we should be able to gather enough lead before we launch that we'll be able to unlock basically everything that takes lead. So let's do this. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to be the best way to arrange the turrets here. Just because I really don't want them to be able to attack my mining drills that are going to be getting lead, if I can help it. So we'll just let this go ahead and build. We've got 4 turrets. That's a good enough start, I think. I might actually break that and move it over a little bit so they're a little more evenly spaced. Here we go. Whoops. Clicked it off. Anyway, here we go. Awesome. So now we've got some more turrets, and what we can do, because these are providing us defense, is throw in some lead mining drills. Now, we're going to set it up like this, and we should be able to feed them all into the same belt. Just like that. What I want to do is kinda just put this at the very back. That way we don't have to worry about it. And we're going to go ahead and bring this all the way down. So the way you actually, you have to have like conveyors piping the materials into the core when you're trying to do that, right? So that's what this belt does. You can use junctions in doubles like this as well. So even though this is going over 2 belts, it still works, no worries. And yeah, now we're going to have lead slowly filling in to our, you know, core or whatever. So this should be pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and defend this area too, I think, just because the AI is decent, or it gets better over time, so eventually they'll start coming down this path because it's going to be less defended than the other one, or at least that's my guess. So we are going to just kind of preempt that a little bit and get our copper belts set up and our turrets set up. That way if they do decide to kind of backdoor us, so to speak, we're still covered. So there we are. We've got our 4 turrets, good to go. They didn't destroy anything that wave. Yeah, so we could launch right now. This is what it looks like when you reach the wave that you can launch. It'll say launch, it gives you more time, and it'll tell you when you can launch again. So the next one's at wave 10. We don't have a lot of resources, and I want to hit wave 20, so we're just going to skip that and go to wave 6. And kinda, if you want to be cheaty a little bit about it, you can kind of sit in the wall and shoot, and sometimes it doesn't hit you. I am looking forward to getting the technology tree back up when we launch, just because there are like walls and stuff you can put down to help protect your turrets and whatnot. We just don't have them unlocked yet. We have to have some copper to do it, but it's not too bad. I mean, this level is really easy. Like, I don't think I've ever even had an issue getting, you know, to level 20 on this. Just because, yeah, they start sending more guys, but they aren't that tough. I mean, it is going to get a little dicey probably when we get higher up in the waves, just because we don't have routers to be able to split these long belts of copper to increase our turret count easily. We would have to build another, whatchamacallit, another mining drill and turrets and all that noise. But that's fine. So they did take out a couple turrets here. That's okay. We'll just plonk them back down. They do have, once you research it, the ability to not only have walls, but they're called like menders, I want to say, or something like that. And yeah, they basically allow you to heal blocks if they aren't destroyed after each wave. So that is something we'll probably look at. You have to unlock power and things, so we've got a little ways before we're going to be able to do it. But yeah, once we get there, I'll kind of show you how I set up my defenses, and realistically, if you set them up the same way, you're probably not going to have any issues, at least with the first few levels, because I haven't. That's why I feel confident saying that. But yeah, this is kind of what the game is. You basically gather resources and keep on expanding your defenses so you can unlock more resources that are spread throughout the map. It does vary though, so like this playthrough on this level has all this stuff. I think it does vary, like I think it's procedurally generated if I'm not mistaken, so yeah, you might have a little bit different layout if you're playing the same level over and over again, but yeah, it's fine. We're just gonna move these out like this, and we're gonna take this one right there, feed them in, and I really shouldn't do that just because I won't be able to use this copper now without putting it on this belt, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and just feed this into the main line, I think, and that should work great. Cool. So now that this is all connected, we've just hooked up another 5 lead mining drills, so we're doing decent, I would say, as far as how many drills we've got gathering resources for us. I would like I wish I had routers. It would make it just so much better, but we don't, so it's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and expand this sector out with some more turrets as well, just because we're pretty close to the enemy base here, so they may go the opposite way when they realize that there's turrets on one side and not the other. So now we've got the turrets built. We'll see kind of what happens. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put a junction here. Okay. And yeah, so since we don't have walls, they can come through and destroy these belts without actually taking out the turrets, but that's fine. You just, you know, repair them afterwards, and you should be okay. But anyway, guys, we're on wave 9, we're almost to wave 10. I mean, we should be, like, I got killed again. It doesn't really matter. It does cost copper to respawn, so just keep that in mind. You want to have some copper to be able to respawn. So we should probably put a second set of turrets in the middle here is what it's looking like, because they got through that defense pretty easy. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and that's probably going to be the end of the episode for this one. We're almost out of time. But yeah, when we come back, we should be able to finish getting to wave 20 on the first map, and we'll go in, do the launch, and kind of show that off. If you're enjoying this series thus far, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always, and until next time, this has been LD7, and we will see ya.